Hello, gentlemen and wise. Welcome to Salt Lake. I have a problem. I forgot my shoes. I didn't forget my shoes. I chose not to bring my shoes on a vacation because I figured I do most of my communication via video conference. However, you can't go anywhere in public in a suit without shoes. So we're gonna learn a little bit about good quality shoes. Later on, we're gonna go to a Gentry concert, and in between there, I have maybe a surprise spectacle, something that I guarantee you've never seen. Oh, I should mention, this is the hotel where my wife and I were married. We weren't, yeah, that's true. We had our reception here, and marriage is something that's very important to wise up. The mission of My Nice Tie is to wise up, suit up, and speak up. In this culture we have today, marriage is undervalued. So I thought we would talk about it today as part of the vlog, because marriage is something that we need to wise up about. And that's actually a topic that's going to be connected to the shoes that we look at. We see this mentality throughout our culture, from the things we buy to sometimes our relationships and sometimes our marriages. Being in the hotel that my wife and I had our reception, it's pretty special to think about this union that is not disposable. Are you excited? I'm excited. We're going to talk about marriage today. We're going to talk about shoes, and we're going to talk about how it may not be great to live in such a disposable culture.
Oh, this is the picture.
We decided to come to Check-A-Rama. Now, it's a little risky during COVID to come to a buffet, but we are literally the only people here, so don't worry, we're not at risk. We ended up in Target, the epitome of throwaway culture, and it even has a logo that looks like a trash can with a piece of trash in it. So Brooke also didn't bring shoes. She also doesn't buy many high heels. Yeah, what do you think? You getting them?
Yep, we'll try them.
All right.
They're gonna hurt more than yours.
I'm excited. I got this pair of shoes here from Alan Edmonds. I was looking for a nice pair of shoes, but I didn't want throwaway shoes. I didn't want shoes that you wear, and then once they're old, you just throw them away. I wanted a nice pair of shoes that I can have for the rest of my life. And the other thing I was looking for in a pair of shoes is I had to have it match my black suit, but I already have black shoes. And actually my other black shoes are kind of throwaway shoes. I actually stumbled upon these shoes and really liked them. And so here is the Oxblood Alan Edmonds shoe. Bench Welt, 1922. Very classic. This is a nice choice because this style's gonna last forever. As we think about not being a throwaway culture, we need to stick with styles that are gonna last for a long time. So it's the cap toe, which is a very classic design. Some other things about the shoe, it's a 360 bench welt. So what that means is they sew it 360 degrees on the bottom, and then they add this, the heel to it. Some other things about this, it has a custom cork insole. So the more you wear the shoe, it fits to your foot and becomes more comfortable the more you wear it. It's handcrafted, built on a welted 65 blast. The last thing I want to mention is these are recraftable. That means you can fix them up and they'll last you a lifetime. Alan Edmonds actually has a program where they recraft these. You can send them in an old shoe and it'll come back looking, fabulous. So speaking of throwaway culture, that's one reason why I did spend a little bit more for this shoe. I'm expecting this shoe to last my entire life. So what's the price tag? They were on sale. I ended up out the door for under $300. When you're going to buy a suit and a nice pair of shoes, a shirt, maybe some cufflinks, a tie, if you can get all of that under $1,000, you're sitting really, really good. In the throwaway culture, that may seem a little bit expensive. That's just because a lot of the stuff we buy these days are made on huge factory lines. There is something to be said for stuff that's gonna last and stuff that you can fix up and reuse. This shoe is a classic example of that. So when they say recraftable, that's a big selling point for me. Pro tip for buying shoes, you always wanna buy the shoe tree. Cedar shoe trees, they keep down the bacteria. They also keep the shoe dry. But the biggest reason why you want to keep your shoes in a shoe tree is because as you wear them a lot, they'll start to get a crease right here, and that just makes them look old eventually. If you wear them but then keep the shoe tree in, then your shoes will last longer. That's my haul. I'm pretty happy with these. I'm excited to break them in. It takes a little bit. They don't feel super comfortable at first. But the insole will eventually form to my foot, and so I'm excited to break them in. We're walking to the spectacle. I've never seen what we're about to see.
I don't even know where we're going.
The only thing I know about it is that it has some kind of cool statues, and that one time I saw some of the statues and I was like, that's kind of interesting. I want to go see the story behind those statues. So that's why we're here. This is the place, Gilgal Garden. My native country, thee, land of the noble free. Thy name I love thy rocks and rills, thy woods and templed hills. My heart with rapture thrills like that above. Let music swell the breeze and ring from all the trees. Sweet freedom's song, let mortal tongues awake, let all that breathe partake, let rocks their silence break, the sound prolong. Our fathers, God, to thee, author of liberty, to thee we sing, long may our land be bright, with freedom's holy light, protect us by thy might, great God, our King. So as best I can tell, this is a memorial to family, faith, and country. I now understand why I felt like I wanted to come here. My nice tie and my work in life is to promote those things. Individuals that are part of families, that are part of community, and really it's kind of like a memorial to family, faith, community, and country. Glad I was able to come and share. The other thing I wanted to mention about that is, as we talk about throwaway culture, there's something about stone that is permanent. It's not throwaway. And so I find it interesting that the things that we find are the most important, we carve them in stone because we want them to last. And that's what that person did. For some of the things that are important in their family, or for him individually, just family, community, and country. So he took those values and he engraved them in stone. And as we talk about throwaway culture, we don't want our marriages to be thrown away. We should etch them in the stone of our hearts. Hopefully our hearts aren't stone. But we could etch them in the stone of our lives and remember them that way. Anyways, our spectacle turned out to be somewhat connected to our topic today, which is how do we avoid the throwaway culture. Just got over. What did you think, honey?
Awesome. So fantastic.
Such a wonderful concert. Big thanks to Gentry. And now we're gonna go see if we can say hi to him. Probably not, but we'll maybe get some merch or something.